Hello, beautiful people.
Hi, lovely.
Welcome and thank you for joining us today. As you already know, my name is Lovia.
And I'm Francisca.
And
welcome to the Reawakening.
We're very excited to have you here with us. And today is our very first episode. We are excited and we hope that it wouldn't be a waste of time.
Oh, it wouldn't.
We know.
It wouldn't.
Today, our topic is going to be about modesty. So we are basically going to be discussing about what modesty is, what it entails, how to be modest, how to appear modest, not just appearing modest,
but modest in speech, modest in attitude, modest in behavior, modest in character. Because modesty is like a big topic. And I don't even think we might finish this topic about modesty, and we might actually have to come back another day to even continue based on your questions or like your engagement as well. So please comment.
Yeah, exactly. And even though it's a very broad topic, we hope that we're able to cover enough for us all to learn new things we didn't even know
entails
modesty. So yeah. So as we've already said, our topic for today is modesty. Now,
what is modesty?
Yes. Usually when we speak about modesty, the first thing that comes to people's minds are how you dress. How you dress.
Yeah.
And usually modesty is tagged to the female gender, which shouldn't be so. Modesty,
everyone can be modest.
Exactly.
Boy, girl, child. And I think for me, when it comes to modesty, what I think modesty is for everybody.
Exactly.
Modest, your chicken can be modest as well. Exactly. And I think when I say modesty, the words that flags up in my mind is just being put together.
Exactly.
Put together, and like there's a saying like dress the way you want to be addressed.
Yeah.
So like that's like the words that sort of in the sentence that could have stood up in my head. If you're modest, like the way that I present myself will make somebody think of me in a certain way. If I enter a room and I look, I've got tattoos all over me, I have piercings all over me. We live in a world that even though whether we try our best not to be prejudiced and stuff like that, but people are gonna, oh my goodness, who's there?
Yeah, and to add to what my sister said, you can actually look, I don't know, very, very. I can't find the right word to say, but what I meant to say is you can actually be a very good person, a very nice person. Like, I mean, you are in your lane.
The cream of the crop.
Yes, everything. But how you look will
make people think of you in a certain way.
People will just look at you and assume that you are the worst of other people in the world when you are actually not. And there's a saying in our local dialect in the Akan language that says how you hold your plates is how you're going to be served. So if you want people to respect you, you dress or behave respectable, just so people can accord you the necessary respect that you deserve. Now, having said all of that, we also want to emphasize on the fact that modesty is just not about dressing, because somebody can look at you and be like, oh wow, this lady is very nice, but the moment you open your mouth, what comes out there like,
Momone, do you know anchovies? Your breath, your words, and your accent is flattening.
Exactly. So you cannot dress nice and have a horrible attitude.
Of course.
Or you have attitudinal problems like how you speak, how you relate to people, how you react outside. Yes.
Like you, especially you're loud. Like so, I'm not saying that
if you're loud, you're not modest.
Yeah,
no,
but you know, like you're just why are you shouting? Why are you shouting? It's just like, again, dress the way you want to be addressed. Present yourself the way you want to be addressed. Because if you present your, as you say, you present your plate in a certain way, you're gonna be served that way.
Exactly.
If I come here and I'm acting all raggedy, I'm acting all crazy, I will not be given the respect that I deserve, or even a position. I might even lose a massive opportunity, or let's say if it's a job or whatever the occasion is. Like, let's talk about like our country. We have like the kings, the chiefs. You wouldn't see a royalty acting crazy. You wouldn't see a royalty dressed and presenting themselves in a different way. And as we are here, we are royals of heaven. Ta-da-da!
Royals of Christ.
Royals of Christ. So and also whoever you identify yourself to be, I'm sure you see yourself as an important person, and everybody wants to be respected. I want to be respected. I'm sure you do, and I'm sure our lovely followers and like listeners also do. So if we do wanna we want people to tag us a certain way, we must present ourselves that way.
Yeah. And having said that, you just don't act. Modesty is, I think, is a personality, to put it
Definitely.
to short. You don't see people and act as though you are this kind of person and you're actually not, because attitude is like pregnancy. No
It
matter how
will
much you try
show
to,
9 months.
you have to hide it. It's going to come out regardless. Now, as my sister said, even it's not just in back home or in Africa or anything. Everywhere you go, you see that the elites behaves
A
a
certain
certain
way. They
way,
dressed a certain way.
because they are not trying to prove that's who
Who
they
they
are.
are.
That's how they've been raised, their ideologies, their mentalities. That is how they are. So wherever you see them, sometimes they don't even have to say, I am an elite or slash, I'm a royal, I'm this, just by looking at the way they act, the way they dress. Because mind you, sometimes back home, you can go for like a job interview, for instance, you can be like the perfect candidate for that with regards to credentials and whatever qualification that the job is looking for. But just by looking at how you are dressed, you have a lot of PSNs. We know that the military, if you have more than one PSN actually in Ghana, you automatically, as a
You're
woman, you are disqualified.
disqualified.
If you have a tattoo, you are disqualified. The same thing applies to a lot of works. Sometimes people, oh, I would like you to work with us. But from the way you're looking, we don't want such a face for our company. We do not want to associate with people who are looking some kind of way, because I mean, their customer base is not just people who just want to be living their lives. Sometimes it's good to live your life, but live it with a certain pedigree of decorum around you. Know that, oh, this is fashion, this is what's up, this is what's going on. So that's what everybody does. So I'm going to just
Yeah.
go with the flow and do what everybody else does.
One thing that I also wanted to add as well is that we live in a world where internet is everywhere. Everything gets documented on the internet. We have WhatsApp, we have Facebook, we have so on and so forth. A person might forget, but the internet will never forget. A person might see you do a certain thing, and they might not have it written down in indelible ink, but the internet has encrypted it in its data, and it's
Archives
there.
somewhere.
And regardless of even if you think you've deleted it, so on and so, because sometimes the way that we present ourselves on social media as well, those kind of things are like my Facebook account that I'm trying to delete from 1845. I'm so embarrassed about like the picture that I took before I converted to become a Christian. I'm like, is this thing still there? Are people seeing those kind of things? I want to delete it, but even if I delete, you see somebody shared it, X person shared, Y person shared, it's still there. So I think there's certain things that we do that we might think, oh, I want to live my life. I want to be the girl. I want to be the it. I want to be rolling with the, rolling with the girl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I tell you, the moment it goes on the internet, even if it's stuck in somebody's mind, because sometimes like it's not even about the internet. Sometimes it's just word of mouth that lifts you up the ladder. That you mess up the foundation. Now, what are you gonna do? Like literally, like a massive opportunity has come. Like we drive up your archive. Like I'm a student going to uni, and I created a LinkedIn account like years ago. Like this is like years ago, and I completely forgot about it. Now, when I did apply for my master's and like they did everything and I went on my account, I realized that my school email was actually linked to my old LinkedIn account. And there was a picture there that I pray to God nobody sees that picture.
They say
and I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Those are the things, like being modest. It's not just you have to think modestly, you have to act modestly, speak modestly. It is a whole character, as my sister was picturing, trying to say it. So whatever we do, let us think about the future, because of today, because the sun is going to go down for night to come, and the next day is going to come, whether we like it or not. there's gonna be another day, and like our feelings, our emotions, and about the fashion and the whatnot that is going on right now might, encourage us to start living in a way that might not be so good. We think we're trying to live the life. Even if you have a tattoo, you might want to, because thank God to laser treatment, you might want to get rid of it. But the amount of money, my sister, the amount of cash that you'll be cashing, that will be dashing away, and you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Maybe at that time, getting rid of it might be saving your life. But, aside from like, we are not here to even talk about the medical conditions and the issues that can occur by us engaging in things that
All
are
of these
unnatural.
things, yeah.
Like the BBLs, we are not here to sugarcoat.
But sorry, and it's not a form of shade
No.
to anybody. I
At
mean,
all.
we are not saying so. We're not here to look down on anybody. We're just trying to enlighten ourselves about all the implications, the social implications, the spiritual implications,
The
financial implications, the physical, and
health wise and all that.
Yes, all the other things. You know that there was this girl that I watched on social media that was being interviewed, and the guy asked her, "Oh, I don't see you having piercings. I don't see you having tattoos." And I was like, "Have you seen somebody spending so much money to buy a Ferrari or say the most expensive Benz and scratching it just to prove a point? It is mine. I'm a human Benz. I'm a human Ferrari. So I'm not going to be scratching myself just so people will think." And I was so happy, not to say it in a way that I'm trying to shade people who has all of these things, but people have lost marriages because of things that they posted on social media.
Yes.
You know how it's not even about the appearance, as we said earlier, alone. Sometimes even your utterances on social media, you fighting with somebody here and there, throwing shade, going under people.
Tell you, why are you fighting me?
Going under people's posts and writing and
things
commenting hurtful things, insulting people, and all of those things. You know that sometimes we think, oh, this is me. People will applaud you for doing certain things because they think, oh, you are bold. You are Gen Z, Gen M, Gen Q. Whatever you think you are. But at the end of the day, was it worth it? Think about all of
how much
these
money
things.
did they bring to your account?
And it's just not the money. Is it worth the shade that sometimes you think, oh, I'm not living my life to please anybody? But trust me, there are people who appear hardcore on the surface, but deep down, when they go into their private chambers, they do cry because of the comments that people give because they were dressed a certain way.
But that's the thing though. The kind of people that are encouraging you to insult, like if you insult someone on social media, someone come and applaud you, that person
will not insult the person, because at the end of the day, especially back home, that people can just curse you and you would die. Don't think it's social media something. This mouth that it has the power to bless and curse, as the Bible says. So whatever you are doing, you know that you are doing it today, whether it's for fun, for entertainment, to please people, just to go with the flow. You know that you're not living your life to please other people. And there are implications to everything that you do under the sun, whether it's good or bad. Now think about it. In the long run, after 5 years, after 10 years, what you're doing today that you think is making you on top of the world, will it be worth it? Because I saw people, when tattoo came, it was about people back home. What I saw growing up was about people writing their names on their hand. Yeah. I don't know if they thought if they don't write, they're going to get missing. Yes. Please don't come for me.
My grandmother was like, if I don't write it, if I don't write it, I get missing.
I don't know. Find me. Like, but at the end of the day, that's why you have a name. That is why you have a name. My dear sisters
and brothers.
Everybody can be modest. You wearing that tier jeans, as we call it, the ragged jeans and the skinny, whatever you think you are. If you're wearing it because of the ladies, at the end of the day, they will not marry you.
They don't like you.
And please, the women, the men, you are doing the shishas, you are doing all the BBLs for the tattooing, the piercings, just so they think you are,
cool and you're the cool girl.
They are, at the end of the day, they are going to look for that modest girl out there to keep their home. I have brothers, I have cousins, about 7 of them, in fact 8 of them. And this one is for flaunting around, this one is for marriage.
Yeah.
Most of the times, most of the time, I'm not saying all of them,
most of the
about
time.
90% of the time, the people that flirt with you and do all the drugs, drinking, partying, whatever you call it, yeah, whatever you do with them, at the end of the day, that's why you come on social media, after you wasted my time, you did this, that with me, and they didn't marry me.
Do you know what? Let me say something. Like, I don't think like in this society we try to cover the truth, and that this I'm going to tell you this: women, we think that we have a lot of advantages, but our limitations are massive. Men have a lot of advantages. Women, our limitations are massive. That today you are doing it, the next minute you have expired, and that's the truth. Me, I will expire. Everybody, we will expire. But the men at their old age, they can still do some things. As after pregnancy, we'll be looking like after childbirth, we'll be engulfment will start entering this
Living example.
engulfment will start entering the thingy. So right now that me and you we have the energy, let's do something for ourselves as women. I'm saying this because I'm a lady. And let us do something for ourselves. Like as my sister was saying, we are going out partying, smoking. Share.
They will not marry
They
you.
will not marry you.
And not to cut my sister off, but as my sister said, they will not marry you. And even if they do, I mean, haven't you seen how certain families look at you when the guy sent you home because he had billions tattoos, billions piercings? Not to say that if you're modest, it means your marriage will last.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, something you bought brand new in a box, you value it more than the thing that you went to buy at the back market or whichever place that you bought because, you know.
eBay refurbished iPhone 2.
I grew up. All that we are trying to say is that decency and modesty pays.
It does in the long run.
It does pay.
Sometimes
it gives you a respect that, see, we've all been there. If you think you were a guy, we're gaius, in fact, others
Gaius.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't worth it for us, and we'd like you to rethink about all your decisions before taking them.
But modesty is beautiful. Like let us put.
Look at me, am I not fine? This pose. Check it.
Let me tell you something. Modesty is beautiful. It is like you feel yourself, you're authentic. Like, and it also helps you take care of yourself as well. Like, you are gorgeous. Like, there's nothing, nobody can attach anything to you that this girl has done this, this girl has done that. First of all, you're modest in yourself, in appearance. You're modest in speech,
in mentality.
You're modest in your character, in your actions as well. So, like, the scores are higher. The stakes are out. It's so much higher.
And you know how sometimes there are scenarios where you know that, sorry to say, I have a lot of piercings on my body and I have a lot of tattoos. My sister doesn't. We go somewhere. My sister did something very bad. Nobody saw us. Nobody saw her, but it was the both of us there. Automatically, people will look at me and be like, she did it.
It was her.
Meanwhile, if you look at her,
if you look at
she'll
her,
do it.
The aunties, that sister, if you look at her,
you know, somebody might not even know you, but the moment they say, "Oh, Michelle Obeye," if I look at her, she's capable of doing it. Meanwhile, this is the bad gene that did that thing. But because of the way she carries herself around, people would not even associate her with certain things.
Yeah.
There's dignity in modesty. Don't let anybody lie to you.
Yeah.
Be modest in your appearance. Be modest in your speeches. Be modest with your interaction with people, your interpersonal relationships with people. I mean, your family, friends, bosses, acquaintances, and everybody else, especially with God.
Oh, it pays off. Like
my sister,
modesty. Like even if we put the spiritual side away, it pays off in the long term. Like somebody might be looking at you, hey, you are looking like you're wearing skinny, your breast was out about to hit your chin when you're going it's about to hit your chin.
Sorry.
You're looking this way. People might be shocked and they might try to discourage you. But I promise you that if you continue, it will pay off. And especially when it gets to the spiritual side as well. You know how spiritual marriages and all of these things happen. We live in a world where spirits are lurking around. People are looking at you and like, hey, my brother, my sister, we don't want to go into details.
Above it all, we're not going to take all of your time.
Yeah, of course.
Above it all, it gives you peace.
Yes.
A certain kind of peace that you cannot buy with,
Nothing.
money.
God cannot
And
even buy it.
yes, the most expensive acquisitions cannot be able to get you that kind of peace, because at the end of the day, you have a sound mind.
Yeah.
You have a free spirit. You are just you,
Yeah.
walking there, not trying to look like somebody, not trying to fit in. You are just you, and it helps a lot. So
I guess we will end it here. We've talked
exactly.
a lot.
I hope
and
that you picked one or two from whatever
what we
that
discussed today.
share your comments, your opinion, and your thoughts under this
In the comment section
and
below.
we'll look forward to hearing from
And
you.
also, once again, if you would like to ask to discuss something with you, whether it's personal and you don't want to put in the comment section, again, I'll pop our email below. Just give us a message. We will get back to you. And if you don't know what to say, we have elders, the pastors, the church
counselors, and all of that in the background guiding us.
Yes,
so you definitely get the help that you're looking for.
So please, if you're starting a mother's journey, from my heart to your heart, from our heart to your heart. I started and I had no idea what I was doing. I only had one dress and I had one top and I had one skirt. And the Lord has brought us this far. Your strength cannot take you anywhere. But if you believe in God and you keep pushing and you don't listen to what people are saying in the background, you don't keep going back and looking at, oh, I was this beautiful, I was that beautiful. When you're coming out of your mother's womb, you didn't have all of these accoutrements with you. You can do it. If we have come to this point and God is still taking us, not by our own strength, you can do it. So we just want to leave you with this word of encouragement. And
yeah, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us today, and hope you see you in the next video. We hope you learned something, and until we meet again, shalom, peace, and be blessed. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, darlings.